We've got a whole slew of Kamen Rider announcements. No squat and kink sphinx for you. Ultraman news, some Garo discussions, and Gavan Infinity stuff. All this and more. I'm the Kaijin Okami, and this is the Toku and Animation News Network. Remember to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. What's up, everybody? How are you all doing on this very warm Sunday afternoon in April? I hope you are all doing good. I hope you all enjoyed my Go-Juger review, whether you agree with it or not. I know I had somebody get really mad calling it hate propaganda for Go-Juger, because apparently he thinks I only hated the show because of everything that happened at the end, even though I clearly made my disdain for the show known way back when it was first airing early on, especially if you watch the live stream discussions about it. But anyway, enough of that. I will be tackling the Go-Juger versus Boom Boom-Ger movie and the Goju Polar movie sometime later on during the summer. I was hoping to do the versus Boom Boom movie in the main review because I was told that it was coming out in March, but it turned out that March date was actually a theatrical release date, not a video date. So of course it hasn't been fan subbed yet because they can't fan sub movies that are in theaters. So it is what it is, and I know I still have to tackle the Boom Boom versus King Oger movie and this Boon Violet special or something that came out last year as well. I'll get to those soon enough so that I can have a complete Sentai set done this year. Now we have a bunch of Kamen Rider announcements going on. First, the new Kamen Rider series was revealed to be called Kamen Rider Myth, although it's kind of weird because the way it's pronounced because of the katakana is Maistu for myth, so people are thinking it means mouse or mice, or it's a cheese theme, some weird thing like that. I don't know how you get a mouse thing from myth. I mean, I do for pronunciation, but I don't know why you'd think mice with myth, but okay. I mean, I guess it'd be of myth and men instead of mice and men? So we'll see what happens. Maybe, I mean, it is the anniversary, so who knows? They might try to do something big for the anniversary. I'm personally hoping they don't, because I am sick and tired of anniversary crossover shows. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired of them. Go-Juger was with Go-Juger and Zenkaiger, and yeah, it's just gotten too much. I am so sick of crossovers. That's kind of why I'm happy Sentai's done. But they also did announce a few other things going on with Kamen Rider. There's going to be a premium series, which are going to be movies and stuff that are sequels to older Kamen Rider series. There's a video game line that they announced, and then an animated set of projects with Kamen Rider anime stuff, which might include another season of Futo PI, at least I'm assuming so, since the latest manga arc just finished up. Maybe they'll do another season now that the next arc is done. But then also, are they going to actually try to push the Kamen Rider anime Futo PI out in America? Because Crunchyroll sure as hell didn't. It has not been dubbed. It has not been released physically. Obviously, there was a Skull movie that hasn't been released. So, what is going on? And then the premium movies, which I guess are kicking off with the Agito 25th anniversary movie that's coming out soon. There's a Kabuto movie coming out soon. And a Kamen Rider Den-O movie, anniversary movie coming out next year. Which is kind of fitting because I am currently working on a Kamen Rider Den-O review. I finished the series 2 weeks ago, and the whole slew of movies. I have not started working on my script for that yet because I will say getting through all those movies kind of burnt me out on Denno for a little bit, so I just haven't been in the mood to actually write my script up yet. I haven't even ripped the episodes for the review. I'll probably do that. We're taking a trip to Denver this weekend, so I'll probably do that all after we come back from Denver next week. Denno was a thing. I mean, it's not like a horrible series. The actor for Ryotaro is amazing, but the series was a thing. I'll just put it at that. And boy, did those scenes on the train make my eyes hurt with how brightly lit everything was on that train. Like, oh my god, turn the brightness down, people. Woo! I've never seen a train that brightly lit. Except in Tokuger. Yeah, I have seen it there. But everything else, Garo and regular movies, I've never seen a train that's like, whoa, with the lighting. Like, oh my god, the lighting was like doing a YouTube video. Anyway, so I'm working on a Kamen Rider Denno review. Speaking of stuff I'm working on for the channel, I've been obsessed with Twisted Metal these last 2 weeks. If you saw my MegaCon Orlando Aftermath video, I found the 3 of the 4 Twisted Metal games I needed for, well, the 3 of the 4 Twisted Metal games I needed from the PS1 era. Well, technically not Small Brawl, but... And it put me into a Twisted Metal mood, so now I was playing them on PlayStation Network, discovered they had trophies on there, which was cool, platinumed them all. And then I decided I feel like doing a Twisted Metal video. So once I get through Twisted Metal Black, I am probably going to work on a Twisted Metal retrospective of some sort. It won't include Head-On or Small Brawl because I've never played them, but I will mention them, and I'll mention a few of the Twisted Metal rip-offs that came out at the time. And then, of course, we rewatched season 1 of the TV show on Friday, and then finally binged season 2 yesterday, which was awesome. Well worth the wait. Oh, it was amazing. But anyway, back to some Toku stuff. We've got some Power Rangers news. Disney is apparently, well, people were saying Disney was going to start filming the new Power Rangers series this month, but then I saw something that Disney said they will start doing auditions for the show in June. So I'm not sure if they mean they're doing, like, filming fight scenes now, and then we'll get the actors later, or how that's working. But that's the news I saw, is that Disney's doing auditions for the show in June, so I'm not sure if it exactly is filming this month or not. Ugh. Speaking of Power Rangers news, if you did not see, based on a YouTuber whose name escapes me now, oh my god, something 80s, I feel bad because I wanted to credit him and now I can't remember what his name was. And I don't have my phone to pull it up. But anyway, he had emailed Playmates asking about the Squat and King Sphinx figures that were unveiled at Toy Fair last year. And Playmates has said that as of right now, those figures have been, well, did they say canceled? Or, well, they didn't say they're on hiatus, which is kind of, technically they said they're on hiatus, but they are not coming out in the next year. And I'm assuming that means all the monsters that were shown off in the no photo section of the conventions last year have been canceled as well. So that kind of sucks, and that's like, you know what? That's my sign that I should just call it quits on collecting Sentai and Power Ranger stuff. I'm just gonna, I'll keep my Die Ranger stuff, my shows and SMPs, but I'm gonna sell off everything else I have, all my Shotos, all my SMPs, my reactions, any Bandai or Hasbro stuff I have left. I am just totally done with Power Rangers for collecting wise. But yeah, so no King Sphinx or Squat for you, which is a major bummer. Apparently they've decided to go in another direction. It's also kind of weird because the way those emails worded is that the plushes and vehicles were also canceled. So I just don't understand. I mean, Playmates is cooked. They're losing the Ninja Turtles license at the end of the year. They are done if they don't get their shit together on Power Rangers. Because at this point, Power Rangers is all they have. I mean, they could try doing the Tron license from Disney, because that worked out so well for Hasbro. What else do I have? Oh, yes. Gavan Infinity. I don't know if you've been watching it. I don't know if you watched our live streams of it, but I find it to be beyond boring. For Project Red being a Risk series. It's going for a Risk Enduring series that's brand new. Everything's on the table. There's no set formula to be locked by. It's doing nothing brand new. It is doing the exact same crap Sentai was doing. In fact, it's kind of funny though, because the main character, Infinity Reiji, who's the red hero, Toei was struggling over the last decade to make anyone but the Red Ranger get the main focus of the series. So now that they have a franchise called Project Red, it seems like they're giving all of the other heroes except the red one all the character development. It's like, either way, they have introduced so many new characters in the first 9 episodes, and now in episode 10, they're introducing a new character, Gavan Raya, or G-Raya. I'm pretty sure Toei specifically said in their promotions of Project Red, it's not a Metal Heroes revival. Yet, they are putting in Metal Heroes characters. Bandai are doing Memorial Gava or Metal Heroes Emor gears. And I've seen Japanese fans on Twitter posting how excited they are for that this is a Metal Heroes revival. And I'm like, well, Telly, if you were trying to make Project Red not be a Metal Heroes revival, you have failed. But then again, they have failed on all kinds of levels. I've already talked about my issues with Infinity in one of my last Toku topics, or my last Toku topic, so I'm not going to get into it. Let's just say that I will finish it because I'm this far. I will review it, and then I'm done with Project Red. They've already lost me. It is no Space Sheriff trilogy. It's nothing new, nothing original, and there's a lot of other issues, but I'm not going to get into that. All right, we've got some other news. Well, Spielbahn is coming to Blu-ray in Japan later on this year, so it's been given a full HD remaster, which is awesome. Hopefully that means down the line, Discotek will release the show on Blu-ray using those HD masters. Who knows? Maybe the reason we haven't seen Discotek release Spielbahn, Jiraiya, or Metallica yet is because Toei told them they are currently remastering those 3 shows in HD, and they're not going to spend the money on the license for SD masters, knowing there's HD masters. I mean, okay, that's just my headcanon. That's also my headcanon as to why Just Beyond has not been relicensed or licensed rescue to come back and print. Why that's on a print is because they're being remastered in HD. But highly unlikely, but you never know. It could be a possibility. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it until it changes. Ultraman news. We've got Ultraman Theo coming out. I've seen some possible leaks of what the design looks like, and it made me think of Ultraman Hikari, because it's blue with an interesting pointy type top. So I was like, oh, is that the son of Ultraman Hikari? That's all I thought of. Somebody said they thought of Ultraman Agul? It might have been Agul. Agul? The one from Mabius. That's what some people said. I thought of Hikari. We'll see what happens. Supposedly, it's the kickoff to a new... Supposedly, they're dropping the Next Generation line, and this is a kicking off a new era. We'll see what that really means. And then on Ultraman news, we are having a not Mill Creek, Alliance Entertainment, who has sent me every freaking Blu-ray release in existence except Ultraman stuff, is releasing Ultraman Towards the Future and the Ultimate Hero, or Powered and Great. on Blu-ray in May, so next month as a 2-pack. So it makes sense to do them together since they're kind of like the sort of American shows. But I'm kind of also disappointed they're together because now I can't have them separate on my shelf, which sucks. Like, it wasn't a problem with Ginga and Ginga S because those series were right after each other and were technically one series. But now these are 2 different series and I have to have them all in the same spot on the shelf and not where they would go chronologically. Although I don't know if there'd really be much of a difference chronologically because of that, but it's a CDO thing. But yes, those are coming out in May. And September is supposed to... No, July is supposed to be Ultraman 4K. And then September is Ultra 7 4K. Yes. If that still happens. You never know. It might not. We have some Godzilla -0 news that it will be coming out... I want to say November it's coming out in America. And Toho has already been showing posters for it or some sort of advertising for it. There was a new Garo series, well, mini-series. I don't know if I could really call it a full season. There was an 8-episode Garo series that just aired recently. I've only checked out some clips. It kind of gave me King Oger vibes because the whole show is done in front of a green screen, which was kind of annoying. I mean, I don't mind green screen backgrounds for Garo for fights or for certain sequences, but the entire show was done in front of a green screen. Now it's streaming for free on their YouTube channel. Subtitles looked fine from what I saw. I've been told they're actual subtitles, not AI subtitles, so that's pretty cool. But only being 8 episodes just kind of checked me out from wanting to watch it right now. I'll probably end up watching it by sometime later this year to do a review of it, but not right now. Not right now. What else have I not done or done? I haven't started Ninja Turtles Season 4 or the European Vacation episodes yet, which I want to. It's been a weird time right now. It's been really weird. Very weird. There's personal stuff going on that I'm not going to get into. Obviously, you saw my dad died 2 months ago now. Holy crap, that was 2 months ago. First weekend of February? No, last weekend of January. And let's see, Resident Requiem was amazing. I got the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver collection if you saw the unboxing video. And watched a bunch of Star Wars series, did all 3 seasons of The Mandalorian, did Book of Boba Fett, which I liked a lot, and Ahsoka, which I also liked. I'm not sure why these things were panned. Like Book of Boba, I can kind of understand why people didn't like it because there's 2 episodes that, well, one of them Boba doesn't even appear in his own show, and the other episode barely had anything to do with Boba Fett. They just felt like they were Mandalorian episodes that were inserted into Boba Fett episodes, when I think that if you wanted to do that, you should have split the Mandalorian episodes and made them subplots in all the Boba Fett episodes. And oops, it was weird, but whatever. I enjoyed all the shows though. And what else has gone on? Well, obviously I did the MegaCon. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to cover. So, as always, thank you for watching. Which bit of news are you most excited for? Which bit of news are you disappointed to hear about? Let me know in the comments below. Click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support me. You can support me on Patreon and Bluesky at tokuaannetwork, Network, Facebook, Instagram, Discord at Kaijino Kami, and my website, creativitybydesignllc.com. There's also a link in the description below for a GoFundMe to help for some health purposes for me, my throat from last year, Krillika's mom, who had some cancer, and now Krillika has some stuff going on that could definitely benefit from the GoFundMe. And until next time, bye.